Stoicism, a timeless philosophy rooted in self-discipline, rationality, and emotional mastery, has long been admired for its practical wisdom. One of its most well-known tools is the practice of silence, valued for its ability to cultivate calm, avoid unnecessary conflict, and promote thoughtful action. However, silence, as powerful as it may be, is not the pinnacle of Stoic strategies. Beneath its stillness lies a treasure trove of hidden principles that transcend the limitations of mere quietude. These strategies, subtle yet transformative, hold the key to unlocking personal power and navigating life's challenges with grace and resilience. The Stoics believed that true strength comes not from withdrawing into silence alone, but from actively engaging with life in ways that align with nature and reason. While silence may keep us from being overwhelmed by external chaos, these deeper strategies teach us how to rise above it. They empower us to turn obstacles into opportunities, master our emotions, and live in harmony with the world around us. In a world dominated by noise and distraction, Stoicism's hidden strategies offer practical tools to thrive. From the art of negative visualization to the practice of embracing discomfort, these principles encourage us to cultivate resilience, focus on what we can control, and approach life with unwavering composure. They demonstrate that true power lies not in avoiding the fray, but in stepping into it with clarity and purpose. This essay explores 10 hidden Stoic strategies that surpass silence in their ability to transform our lives. By applying these principles, we can develop a mindset of strength, gratitude, and peace, equipping us to face any challenge with wisdom and courage. In doing so, we discover a philosophy not just for enduring life, but for truly mastering it. The power of negative visualization. Master your mind before life tests. You imagine waking up tomorrow and losing something you take for granted, your health, your job, or even a cherished relationship. How would you react? Would you crumble under the weight of despair, or would you rise with resilience? This is where the Stoic practice of negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum, proves invaluable. Far from being pessimistic, this strategy trains your mind to anticipate challenges and losses so that you can face them with grace and strength when they occur. It's like mental armor for the unpredictability of life. The brilliance of negative visualization lies in its ability to shift our perspective. When we actively imagine the loss of things we hold dear, we don't diminish their value. Instead, we amplify our gratitude for them. Suddenly, a mundane morning coffee becomes a small miracle, a tedious commute turns into an opportunity, and the presence of loved ones feels profoundly precious. This isn't just a way to prepare for life's curveballs, it's a method for rediscovering the beauty in your everyday life. Here's the twist. Practicing negative visualization doesn't mean obsessing over worst-case scenarios. Instead, it's about mentally rehearsing challenges so they don't catch you off guard. Picture yourself overcoming a setback, staying composed in a heated argument, or adapting to a sudden change. This not only builds resilience, but also strengthens your sense of agency over how you respond to life. So, what would you do if your worst fear happened tomorrow? Would you collapse under the pressure or rise with clarity and resolve? Drop a comment below and let us know how you think negative visualization could prepare you for life's unexpected moments. This Stoic superpower is more than just a thought exercise. It's a life-changing mindset. 2. Focusing on what you can control. The Stoic blueprint for freedom and power. Have you ever felt trapped in a whirlwind of stress because of things you couldn't control? Maybe it's the opinion of a boss, an unexpected delay, or even a global event beyond your reach. This kind of helplessness can drain your energy and leave you feeling stuck. But here's the good news. The Stoics cracked the code on breaking free from this mental prison through the dichotomy of control. This concept is simple yet life-changing. It's about focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. Picture this. You're stuck in a massive traffic jam, running late for an important meeting. The cars aren't moving, and neither is the clock. At this moment, you have two choices. You can bang on the steering wheel, shout at the heavens, and ruin your day. Or you can take a deep breath, accept the delay, and use the time to prepare mentally for your meeting or listen to something inspiring. You can't move the traffic, but you can move your mind. That's the power of focusing on what you can control. The beauty of this strategy lies in its simplicity. It creates an invisible filter for your attention. Instead of wasting energy on things outside your influence, you channel it into areas where you can truly make a difference, like your thoughts, decisions, and actions. The result? A calmer, more focused, and more productive you. Now here's the question. How many of your daily worries fall into the category of things you can't control? Think about the last time you lost sleep over something like a colleague's behavior or a delayed flight. What could have happened if, instead, you shifted your focus to improving yourself or preparing for the next opportunity? Comment below and share one thing you're ready to stop stressing over, something you've realized isn't worth your energy. Or let us know how you've applied this principle in your life to stay calm and in control. The dichotomy of control is not just a Stoic lesson, it's a superpower for anyone who wants to reclaim their inner peace and unlock their true potential. 3. Cultivating an inner citadel, the Stoic path to unshakable strength. In a world filled with distractions, judgment, and unpredictable challenges, where do you turn for stability? The answer lies within you. By building your own inner citadel, this Stoic strategy is about creating an impenetrable fortress of calm, clarity, and resilience that nothing on the outside can touch. Imagine having a space within yourself where no matter how fierce the storm outside gets, you remain unwavering, peaceful, and in control. That is the power of an inner citadel. The beauty of this concept is that it's entirely within your grasp. While the world outside may throw insults, setbacks, and disappointments your way, your inner citadel ensures that your response is grounded in strength and reason, not knee-jerk emotions. Think of it like having your own personal sanctuary. No matter how chaotic the world gets, you can always retreat there and find peace. This mental fortress isn't built overnight, but with practice, it becomes your go-to response in any situation. One way to begin cultivating your inner citadel is by grounding yourself in your values. What principles guide you? What are your non-negotiables in life? The more you align your actions with your core beliefs, the stronger and more unshakable your citadel becomes. This inner strength is visible to others. It radiates in the way you respond to stress, setbacks, and even praise. You don't react impulsively. Instead, you respond thoughtfully, with the calm confidence of someone who knows they are rooted in something far greater than external circumstances. But here's a thought. When was the last time you allowed yourself to be emotionally swayed by an external event? Maybe a social media post, a negative comment, or an unexpected situation derailed your day. What if, instead of letting these things disrupt your peace, you took a moment to retreat into your inner citadel, recalibrate, and return stronger? We'd love to hear from you. What are some ways you've built your own inner citadel? Or, if you haven't yet, what's one step you could take today to begin? Drop a comment below and share how you plan to create a mental sanctuary that helps you rise above life's storms. Cultivating your inner citadel isn't just a Stoic practice. It's the key to living with unshakable strength, no matter what life throws at you. 4. Voluntary discomfort. Embrace hardship to build unstoppable strength. What if the key to becoming stronger, more resilient, and more capable wasn't avoiding discomfort, but seeking it out on purpose? This is the power of voluntary discomfort, a Stoic strategy that encourages you to choose hardship, not as a form of punishment, but as a tool for growth. By intentionally stepping into discomfort, you train your body and mind to handle adversity with grace and confidence, rather than fear and avoidance. It's like preparing for a storm by standing in the rain, knowing you'll emerge stronger when it's over. Voluntary discomfort can take many forms. It could be something physical, like taking cold showers, fasting for a day, or pushing your body through an intense workout. Or it might be mental, such as putting yourself in a situation that challenges your fears, whether it's speaking in public, having an uncomfortable conversation, or tackling a task you've been avoiding. The key is that you choose it. You step into discomfort voluntarily to break through your limits and build resilience. Here's the kicker. When you make discomfort a habit, it stops being so intimidating. You become accustomed to feeling uncomfortable, and in doing so, you unlock a powerful shift in mindset. Instead of reacting with panic or dread when things get hard, you learn to respond with confidence and composure. You start to realize that hardship isn't a barrier. It's an opportunity to level up your character. It's a form of training that primes you for life's inevitable challenges. So, let's think about it. What's one area of your life where you could introduce a bit of voluntary discomfort to build strength? Maybe it's waking up earlier each morning, eliminating something indulgent from your routine, or tackling a fear head-on. The possibilities are endless. We'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you're willing to try to embrace discomfort and push yourself beyond your comfort zone? Drop a comment below and let us know how you plan to use voluntary discomfort to become more resilient, powerful, and unstoppable in your own life. It's time to take control and use hardship as your secret weapon for growth. 5. Journaling for reflection and self-mastery. Unlock the power of your thoughts. What if the key to mastering your mind and achieving your goals was as simple as picking up a pen? Journaling is more than just a daily task. It's a powerful Stoic practice that allows you to reflect, process, and gain clarity on your thoughts, emotions, and actions. By regularly putting pen to paper, you create a space for self-examination, growth, and intentional change. It's like having a conversation with your deepest self, one that helps you align your actions with your highest values and uncover patterns that may be holding you back. The magic of journaling lies in its ability to transform your thoughts from fleeting, disorganized ideas into something tangible and structured. It's through this process of reflection that you gain self-awareness and insight into your behavior. Are you being true to your Stoic principles? Are you reacting impulsively, or are you choosing thoughtful, intentional responses? Journaling gives you the power to examine your life objectively, allowing you to celebrate your victories and learn from your mistakes. But the benefits go beyond just self-reflection. Journaling acts as a tool for emotional release and mental clarity. It helps you process frustration, anxiety, or stress by putting your feelings into words. When you journal, you create a moment of stillness that allows you to step away from the noise of everyday life and reconnect with your purpose. Over time, this practice becomes a record of your personal growth, a roadmap to becoming the best version of yourself. Here's a question for you. How often do you take time to reflect on your day, your goals, and your actions? What would happen if you made journaling a daily habit? Would you start to see patterns in your thinking that could unlock new insights and breakthroughs? We'd love to hear from you if you've ever used journaling to gain clarity, improve your mindset, or reach your goals. drop a comment below and share your experience. Or if you're new to journaling, what's one thing you'd like to reflect on in your first journal entry? Let's start a conversation about how this simple but powerful practice can change your life. 6. Practicing amor fati. Embrace your fate and transform every moment. What if you could fall in love with everything that happens in your life, even the challenges, the setbacks, and the pain? That's the power of amor fati, the Stoic practice of loving your fate. Instead of resisting the twists and turns of life, you embrace them as necessary parts of your journey. The good, the bad, and everything in between becomes a source of strength, growth, and meaning. It's not about blindly accepting what comes your way. It's about seeing everything, every obstacle, failure, or hardship, as a gift that contributes to your personal evolution. Imagine this. You lose your job or face a difficult breakup. Most people would be crushed, consumed by anger or sadness, wishing things had turned out differently. But through the lens of amor fati, you don't just accept the event, you welcome it as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. You recognize that even in the most painful moments, there's something valuable to be discovered. A lesson, a new direction, or an invitation to shed old habits and embrace new possibilities. This mindset shifts your relationship with life entirely. You stop resisting what is, and instead, you start seeing how everything is working for your ultimate good, even if you don't understand it in the moment. With amor fati, you stop playing the victim of circumstances and instead take an empowered stance, knowing that every experience is helping shape the person you are becoming. Think about it. When was the last time you faced a setback and immediately thought, "This is exactly what I needed"? What if, instead of wishing for things to be different, you saw them as part of your unique path? How would your outlook change if you learned to love your fate, no matter what it brought? We want to hear from you. What's one difficult moment in your life that, looking back, has shaped you in a way you didn't expect? Drop a comment below and share your experience with amor fati. Let's talk about how embracing our fate can help us turn even the toughest challenges into stepping stones toward greatness. 7. The practice of virtue, aligning actions with your highest values. What if the key to lasting happiness and fulfillment wasn't in the pursuit of success, fame, or material wealth, but in aligning every action with your deepest values? This is the Stoic practice of virtue, living in accordance with the highest qualities of character, like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. The Stoics believed that a virtuous life is the only truly flourishing life, and by making virtue your guiding principle, you can create a sense of purpose and fulfillment that external achievements can never provide. Virtue isn't just an abstract concept, it's about daily choices. Every interaction, every decision, and every action presents an opportunity to live in harmony with your values. For example, when faced with a difficult situation, instead of reacting impulsively, you ask yourself, what would wisdom or justice look like here? When temptation arises, you consider, what would temperance guide me to do? This constant alignment of action with virtue helps you stay grounded, focused, and unwavering in the face of life's challenges. But here's the twist. Living virtuously doesn't mean being perfect or never making mistakes. It means striving to act with integrity, even when it's difficult, and using each experience to refine your character. Each moment becomes an opportunity to grow in virtue, whether it's showing kindness when you'd rather be indifferent, standing up for what's right even when it's uncomfortable, or choosing self-discipline over indulgence. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to act with virtue, and soon it becomes an intrinsic part of who you are. Think about this. What virtues do you hold most dear? How do your actions align with those virtues? If you were to make one decision today that reflects your highest values, what would it be? We'd love to hear from you. How have you practiced virtue in your life? Or if you're just starting out, what virtue do you feel drawn to develop most? Drop a comment below and let's share how we can all live a more virtuous, fulfilling life. When your actions align with your values, you unlock a sense of peace and strength that no external success can match. 8. Reframing. Adversity, turning obstacles into opportunities. Life is full of obstacles, but what if you could reframe every challenge as an opportunity for growth and transformation? This is one of the most powerful Stoic strategies, the ability to reframe adversity. Stoics believed that every obstacle, hardship and setback presents an opportunity for you to build resilience, cultivate wisdom, and sharpen your character. Instead of seeing adversity as something to fear or avoid, the Stoics encouraged us to see it as the very crucible in which we are forged. Imagine a moment in your life when everything seemed to go wrong, a failed project, a broken relationship, a personal loss. For most people, this would be a time of frustration, anger, or despair. But the Stoics understood that life's challenges are not inherently bad, they are simply events. What makes them good or bad depends entirely on our perspective and how we choose to respond to them. By reframing adversity, you can transform a seemingly negative event into an invaluable lesson or an opportunity for self-improvement. For example, think of a time when you faced a setback. Perhaps you didn't get the promotion you wanted, or your plans didn't unfold as expected. Instead of dwelling on the disappointment or the unfairness of the situation, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger or wiser? Reframing the situation like this allows you to find meaning in even the most difficult circumstances. It shifts your mindset from one of victimhood to one of empowerment. Take the famous Stoic philosopher Epictetus as an example. He was born into slavery, but instead of allowing his circumstances to define him, he reframed his experience. He believed that while he couldn't control his external environment, he could control his inner thoughts and responses. He taught that our misfortunes are not the problem. They are only problems if we allow them to control us. Instead of resisting adversity, Epictetus embraced it as an opportunity to practice virtue, patience, and self-discipline. This shift in perspective allowed him to live a life of freedom, despite his external conditions. Another powerful tool in reframing adversity is the practice of negative visualization. Before we face any hardship, we can imagine what it would be like to lose something dear to us, whether it's our health, a loved one, or a job. By mentally preparing ourselves for challenges, we reduce the emotional impact when they arise. This doesn't make the challenges easier, but it allows us to approach them with a sense of calm and acceptance. It helps us understand that life's ups and downs are part of a natural cycle, and instead of resisting them, we can learn to flow with them. Here's the challenge for you. Next time you face adversity, take a step back and ask yourself how you can reframe the situation. Instead of seeing it as a barrier, ask, how can this challenge help me grow? What strength can I uncover in this moment? Reframing adversity is a powerful tool that shifts your focus from what's happening to how you can respond to it. It transforms obstacles into stepping stones for personal growth, helping you live a life filled with purpose, resilience, and inner peace. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What's a challenge you've faced recently that in hindsight became an opportunity for growth? Or if you're facing adversity right now, how might you reframe it to find a silver lining? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's create a conversation about how reframing adversity can help us unlock the best version of ourselves, no matter the circumstances. 9. Embracing the present moment, the key to inner peace and clarity. In a world constantly rushing forward, It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of past regrets and future anxieties. But what if the secret to true peace and happiness lies in the present moment? This is the Stoic practice of living in the present, fully immersing yourself in the here and now. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius taught that while we can't change the past or control the future, we have complete power over how we experience the present. By focusing on the moment at hand, we not only free ourselves from the burdens of time, but we also unlock the ability to live with more purpose, clarity, and joy. Consider this. How often do you find yourself thinking about things that have already happened or worrying about what's coming next? Whether it's replaying an argument in your mind or stressing about an upcoming project, your attention is often divided between things that either can't be changed or haven't even happened yet. But by practicing presence, you shift your energy away from this mental clutter and become fully engaged with whatever is in front of you. Whether you're talking to a friend, working on a task, or even just sitting quietly, the present moment becomes your sanctuary. The Stoics weren't advocating for mindless living or avoiding planning for the future. Instead, they emphasized the importance of fully investing in the moment at hand without being consumed by it. By giving our attention to the present, we become more mindful of our thoughts, actions, and emotions. We are able to make clearer decisions and respond more thoughtfully to life's challenges. A great example of this comes from Marcus Aurelius, who, despite being an emperor facing constant battles and political turmoil, would regularly remind himself to focus on the present. He would say to himself, "You are a part of the whole, and you must do your duty in the time given to you." For him, the present moment was the only place where he had true agency, and by focusing on it, he could live his life with intention and clarity. So, how can you apply this practice to your life? Start by simply noticing when your mind drifts to the past or the future, and gently bring it back to the present moment. Focus on your breath, the sensations in your body, or the task at hand. Even if your mind starts to wander, recognize it, and then return to the present with intention. By regularly practicing this, you'll begin to experience less stress, greater clarity, and a deep sense of fulfillment. Ask yourself, how much of your energy is spent in the past or future? What would it be like if you could fully embrace the present moment, no matter where you are or what you're doing? The present is a gift, and by embracing it fully, you unlock the power to live with greater purpose and inner peace. We'd love to hear from you. What's one simple practice you can implement today to help you stay more present? Or, if you've already started this journey, how has focusing on the present transformed your daily life? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation about the power of living in the here and now. Embracing the present isn't just a Stoic strategy. It's a path to a richer, more peaceful life. The power of silence, harnessing the strength of thoughtful quietude. In a world dominated by noise, constant chatter, endless distractions, and an overwhelming stream of information, the Stoic practice of silence may be one of the most powerful tools for personal mastery and peace. Silence isn't just the absence of sound. It's the conscious choice to step away from external noise and turn inward. It's about cultivating stillness so that you can listen deeply to your own thoughts, to others, and to the wisdom of the present moment. By practicing silence, you create space for clarity, reflection, and intentional action. The Stoics understood that speaking too much or reacting impulsively often leads to regret. Instead, they valued thoughtful silence as a means of sharpening their minds and guarding their energy. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal meditations, often spoke about the importance of controlling one's words and only speaking when it added value. In essence, silence gives you the space to think before you act, to choose your words wisely, and to reflect on your responses rather than reacting out of habit or emotion. This practice can be incredibly powerful in our day-to-day lives. For instance, when faced with a conflict or an emotionally charged situation, the temptation might be to react quickly, to speak in anger or frustration. But by choosing silence, you allow yourself the time to assess the situation, reflect on your values, and choose a response that is measured and aligned with your Stoic principles. Silence gives you the pause you need to act thoughtfully instead of impulsively. Silence also strengthens your ability to listen. In conversations, instead of filling the space with your own thoughts, try embracing the quiet moments. Let the other person speak fully and listen without interruption. In this space of active listening, you will gain deeper insights, foster stronger relationships, and open yourself up to learning. Silence, then, is not just about avoiding noise. It's about creating a powerful, active space for connection, clarity, and deeper understanding. Think about this. How often do you take the time for silence in your daily routine? Do you allow yourself to sit quietly and reflect, or are you constantly seeking distractions? How would your life change if you embraced the power of silence to cultivate wisdom and emotional control? We'd love to hear from you. What role does silence play in your life? How do you use quiet moments to reflect, recharge, or find clarity? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts on the power of silence. Let's start a conversation about how silence can be a transformative tool for inner peace, deeper understanding, and intentional living. By embracing silence, you unlock the ability to speak more powerfully, think more clearly, and live more purposefully. Conclusion: the hidden Stoic strategies for a life of power and peace. The Stoic strategies we've explored, ranging from focusing on what you can control to embracing voluntary discomfort to practicing silence, are not mere philosophical concepts, but actionable tools for transforming your life. These ancient principles, when applied intentionally, help you cultivate resilience, emotional control, and a deep sense of inner peace that the chaos of the modern world can't shake. They offer a roadmap for not just surviving life's challenges, but for thriving through them with purpose and clarity. By focusing on what you can control and reframing adversity, you can navigate the unpredictable twists and turns of life with grace, rather than being swept away by the currents of frustration or despair. Cultivating an inner citadel of strength and practicing virtue allow you to live authentically and align your actions with your highest values, regardless of external pressures. The practice of journaling provides a space for reflection and self-mastery, helping you track your growth and gain insight into your own thoughts and behaviors. In addition, embracing the present moment and the power of silence opens the door to a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you. Silence is not just a break from noise, but a means of sharpening your mind and fostering clarity in your decisions and relationships. And by practicing amor fati, you transform even the most difficult moments into opportunities for growth and empowerment. Each of these strategies is a piece of the puzzle that, when put together, creates a life rooted in strength, wisdom, and inner peace. It's not about avoiding life's difficulties, but about facing them with the unshakable confidence that you have the tools to handle anything that comes your way. We encourage you to start small, implement these strategies one by one, and watch how they transform your life from the inside out. Share your journey with others, and let's continue to support one another in becoming the best versions of ourselves.